My Harry Potter review series continues today with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1. We are almost done with my Harry Potter review series. I cannot believe that. I have one more movie to do, and that's tomorrow, and we're done. And then Fantastic Beasts comes out, and then, yeah. Okay, so this may come to you guys as a shock, but I love the Harry Potter movies. I love all of them. I think they're all great movies. However, everyone has at least that one that's their least favorite. If I were to pick one Harry Potter movie to be my least favorite, it would probably be Deathly Hallows Part 1. Don't get me wrong, I love it. It's one of my favorite Harry Potter movies, but there's a reason why, and I'm gonna get to that later. So, what's Deathly Hallows Part 1 about? Well, after the death of Dumbledore in Half-Blood Prince, spoiler alert if you didn't see Half-Blood Prince or read it, by the way. But anyway, Harry is getting prepared for his battle with Voldemort, but in order to do that, him, Ron, and Hermione has to go out on a mission and defeat this gem, I think, yeah. And they have to find like 5 pieces of Voldemort's soul. And the entire movie is very intense and very dark. And good God, this movie is the most serious Harry Potter movie ever, and it's amazing how serious they took this movie. And it's great that this movie is mature, but like I said earlier, it is my least favorite Harry Potter movie, even though I love it. So, what do I not like about it? Even though I adore it, though. Well, for example, it's a little gray at some parts, and don't get me wrong. I love that it's mature, like it's finally a mature Harry Potter movie, but it's mostly humorless. Like the beginning had some humor in it though. Like for example, they all disguise as a Harry, and Hermione is somewhat kind of naked. But anyway, and that was pretty funny. But once when Harry, Ron, and Hermione start going on the adventure, it gets really dark and really gray and somewhat humorless. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but it could use a few smiles though. But anyway, and the entire movie is so emotional. Like for example, Ron gets in an argument with Harry, and it will break your heart. I'm not gonna spoil it, but it's really heartbreaking. And he eventually runs away, but he comes back. Yeah, eventually though. Don't worry, it's good. And so the things that bother me the most about this movie is it's not that it's too dark. It's perfect for having his dark tone, but it could use a few smiles though. Like, come on. And the other thing that I don't really like about it is that it goes on for a bit too long. Like when I was first watching it, I was kind of like dozing off at the end, but it's good. Runtime's fine, but it could have been a little shorter though. And good. Okay. The motorcycle sequence at the beginning when Harry and Hagrid are flying to Hogwarts, there's Death Eaters following them, and it's friggin' great. Whoever directed that sequence is brilliant, because that sequence is one of my favorite moments in any Harry Potter movie, and it's so much fun and so great. And okay, the other thing that I love about Deathly Hallows Part 1, yes, it is another sequence. It's the Deathly Hallows sequence. They use animation for it, and it's some of the most beautiful animation ever. Like, not only in a Harry Potter movie, but in animation in general. Like, it's friggin' beautiful. Like, it's practically the definition of art. Like, this tops Mona Lisa as being the most beautiful art ever. The Deathly Hallows animated sequence is beautiful. Like, go look it up on YouTube. Like, in fact, stop watching this video right now and search for the Deathly Hallows animated sequence. It's beautiful. I instantly fell in love with it. I remember when I first watched it, I was like, "Yep, I'm gonna mention that in the review." All right, and eventually I did, and so yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing that I don't really like that much about Deathly Hallows Part One is that not that much happens in it. Like it's mostly just a setup, but it's fine just the way it is, and it's mostly just a setup though, just like the epic big finale, and it's fine that way. And okay, so Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part One is a great setup to the finale that the entire world has been waiting for. Although it could have used a few smiles at some parts, and not that much happens, and it goes on for a bit too long. It's a great movie overall. So I'm gonna give Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part One a B plus. I will say this: a B plus is the lowest score I'll ever give to a Harry Potter movie. In fact, I think it's the lowest ever. That's pretty impressive. However, yes, Deathly Hallows Part One would be my least favorite, even though I really like it. Okay, guys, so that's it for my review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part One. And my Harry Potter review series continues tomorrow with Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part Two. And I will say this about Deathly Hallows Part Two: that movie takes Harry Potter to the next level. And I'm not gonna give away anything, but anything what I think of it, but I will say that it takes it to the next level. Okay, guys, so have you seen Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1? What did you think of it? What have you thought of it? Comment below and let me know. And if you want to see more of my videos, just be sure to subscribe.